Forgebreaker. We're still missing a couple of people. So we'll give them a minute or two to kind of see where it's at. But we should be up and running here shortly. So thank you guys for being here. Again, I apologize for the delay tonight. I ran into some unexpected situations and circumstances. So thank you for sticking it out, and we'll get up and running here very, very soon. Hello? All right. I think we're about ready here. Max should be joining us here in just a second. I think we may just jump into doing our intro and recap. Who had a recap last week?
I did.
Okay, and I had the week before. Kaylin, do you mind doing recap?
I think it was Max's week.
Was it Max's week?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's not here yet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
It's because he wanted food.
Hey
He
man,
needs food, man. You don't need that.
I can't say anything. I got.
we gotta bug him where he went.
Well, if he better brought stuff for everybody.
Yeah, right? Bring enough for the whole class?
Exactly.
I got 4 boxes of Girl Scout cookies to share.
Oh.
That's something.
What kinds? What kinds? Because that's the important question.
All Thin Mint, because that's what I felt like.
I like to admit. I can take it.
They'll work.
They're not frozen, so they're not as good, but
Aww.
I don't have space in my freezer right now.
Make space.
Then where am I going to put all the dead bodies?
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
So I'm not.
I'm gonna go now.
Hey, I didn't say what type of dead bodies. I didn't say they were human.
So
I hope they're
I-
here.
I have a feeling Max is probably going to be delayed a while. I just get that feeling.
That would have been funny.
How RP heavy is the start of this?
I mean, you are starting back in the town, so it really depends on you.
Okay.
To the north immediately.
Run
Screw
away.
role playing. Run away.
Go kill
Okay.
things?
And they were forced to eat the Robinson trolls.
And he's not responding. I can go ahead and do a recap here. It's going to be a pretty crappy recap, but I'll give one anyways.
And it can't be any worse than mine last.
I wrote the recap for this session for the stream as the stream was going. So yeah, it can be pretty terrible.
Solid.
So yeah, last week we wrapped up what was left of the Shrine of Tomoe-chan, as we was trying to desperately find the exit to the shrine. We stumbled across our gentleman who threw us into Tomoe-chan to begin with, named Malphus, or Malpheus. Which one? Malpheus. Okay. Who kind of tested us a little bit with the entire encounter in Tomoe-chan to begin with, but then wanted to see if, what we did was impressive, but not quite impressive enough. So he threw another challenge at us before we completed the rest of that dungeon. And as we finally got out of the dungeon itself and got back onto tutorial ground again, we go back south and go back to Blasendale and speak to the villagers there, who are a little caught off guard because we were only gone for a few days versus what we thought was a very long period of time. So we unexpectedly kind of just regained our composure, got supplies and things that we needed, and then started heading back north. And as we did so, we found ourselves surrounded by a bunch of dire wolves that were trying to influence us to go a different direction into this town. Unfortunately, I didn't catch the name of the town.
It is the town of Fitchurst.
Fitchurst. Okay. So yeah, we were basically told we should probably go here. At which point, instead of fighting all of the dire wolves, we decided to do so. We come here and learn of a bit of a situation that the town's been dealing with of animals and beasts that have been entering into the city and taking or killing different members of the village itself. And all based around an individual named Lady Tianeth. Is that her name? Is that correct? Or Tenueth.
Tenueth, yeah.
Tenueth. Which kind of perked up the ears of Aelion, because that is also his last name. So after coming to the city and we're asking a bunch of questions, we ended our evening by kind of calling it a night here at the inn in the middle of the town and kind of resting up and keeping an eye out on the city for anything that might seem out of the ordinary. And that is where we're at.
So you have spent the night, so if you haven't done so, you've got the benefits of the long rest, except for Aelion, who chose to pace and watch the entire night. A few of you saw random signs of creatures that seem to kind of be patrolling the outside of the city, namely to the forest to the north that begins a little bit away from the village, but it was still within line of sight. So it is now daytime. It's about early morning. What do y'all want to do?
And we never saw anything that was happening around the city other than the animals kind of creeping around the outside, correct?
Just wolves to the north. I believe that was it.
I mean, we can go and see if we can figure out why we were sent here. I mean, we also saw the individual in the building to our west here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, the Tanners, right?
Yeah, the Tanner family.
I think we should talk about what we need to do over a nice breakfast. Because how often do we actually get to eat?
Sit down and eat food?
Sit down at a table on these adventures.
What is this?
And as you
come
downstairs from your room on the second floor, you come downstairs, you actually see, much like you would expect from a hotel in real life, as you kind of come downstairs, you see Mr. Bennett, the... That'd be cool. You see Mr. Benevit, the innkeeper, bustling around. Doesn't seem like he has any other tenants beside you, but you see him cleaning, and you also have the aroma of fresh baked bread as well as some other food wafting through the air.
Aelion, so to catch you up, all we have done so far is we have awakened from our overnight sleep. All we saw were the wolves to the north, and we are now trying to formulate a plan from within the inn here as to what we're going to do moving forward.
While eating a hot breakfast.
A nice warm breakfast.
If that's what you want. You could have a cold breakfast if that's your thing.
Breakfasts are always better. On any kind of food.
I think first we should go talk to the tanners, though.
I mean, are we certain they really have any part of this? Honestly, when we came into town, they were just watching us, really no different than the innkeeper here.
Right, but it was their son that was taken. And at the very least, we could get a description of what he looks like.
Yeah, that's about all I think we can get out of them.
Question to the DM. The innkeeper did tell us that he had heard the name Lady Tinueth, correct?
He had not heard the name. However, through a series of language checks, when Aelion spoke,
he
Sylvan,
he remembered the
you remember the inflection. Didn't understand the language. You discovered that he seemed to be a man that knew several languages.
He knew Druid.
Yeah, which surprised Berwyn thoroughly. But he was able to recognize the language just due to the the flowing, eloquent nature of it from that.
Because she had come through the town or whatever.
Correct.
Don't know what happened after that, but what happened?
I kind of asked the bartender if she said anything like at all that he understood, or if that's all she spoke.
So as he, as William Bennett walks across the room to bring you all hot meals, sets them down on the table, you inquire about this. He kind of looks very confused. He says, she was very odd. She kept going back and forth between that weird language that you spoke last night and then back into common to where I could understand her. She requested, room for a night and breakfast in the morning, all to her room. She was very secluded for the one night that she was here. She kind of creeped people out, walking around the town when she wasn't in her room, looking at different things and not really speaking to anybody. Creep the people of the town out a little bit.
Was she alone, or was there anybody with her?
She roomed alone.
And while she was in town, what exactly was she doing here?
He kind of shrugs. He says, don't really know. She came in early one day, requested a room, had lunch, and vanished. From where I saw, I was just minding the inn, you see. However, I heard later on, the next day after she departed, that apparently she was walking around the town, looking at all the buildings, looking into all the homes. Several people tried to talk to her, but she would just turn around and walk away from them. Like I said, it kind of unsettled people.
How long ago was this?
Kind of thinks for a moment. It was a couple of months ago. His face slightly pales again. It was right before the attacks started happening.
Did anyone happen to catch wind of which direction she came from and which direction she left in?
He squints and thinks for a moment. It's not that I know of. Maybe someone did see it, but if they did, they didn't tell me about it.
And did the attacks begin after she started, or after she had been into the city?
Yeah, he says, yeah, it seems now that I didn't think about it before, but it seems that right after she departed, a few nights after that is when the first attack started happening.
And you're certain that there was no incidents within the city that might have caused a bit of a disagreement between her and the rest of the people of the town here?
He shakes his head. We're very simple folk, as I told you last night. We don't get into mischief or cause trouble unless we absolutely have to. If anything happened, nobody brought it to my attention.
Almost like she was scouting it out.
That's
Planning.
exactly what it sounds like.
But why here?
She must be looking for something. Who knows what, though?
Or someone.
Yeah.
What if she's looking for you, Aelion? I mean, it's not coincidence that we were passing by this direction to begin with and heading north. Perhaps she was looking for a way to kind of call you out and bring you in and speak to you.
It's possible. It just seems a very extreme way to get my attention.
Well, those who perform vile acts never act in common manners. They all seem to do things in a bit more of an extreme fashion. So, Markinor kind of finishes up his breakfast and looks around the table and says, "So, off to the Tanner family then."
Probably.
Yep.
As you're all kind of getting up and getting ready to leave, mentioning going to see the Tanners, William pipes in again. He says, have patience with them. The family's very shaken up about the loss of their boy.
I would imagine.
I can relate.
And Markinor kind of looks at the innkeeper and says, "Can't be any worse than taking a pitchfork to the chest."
And the innkeeper kind of grimaces at that and says, I apologize once again, my lord.
Wow. Wow.
Lawful.
Come on, Markinor.
Lawful good does not mean lawful nice.
Asshole.
Was it a pitchfork? Or
It was a pitchfork.
No,
No, it was a
pitch axe.
pitch axe. That's what we were calling it by the end of the
because the DM couldn't speak, apparently.
night.
That is another side note that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the session. You all have inspiration for this session.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
All right, so making your way over to the Tanner family's house then?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, well, you know the location of it, so you're able to head over there. And how would you like to approach?
Which way is the front door?
That's actually a good question.
by Berwyn.
Yes.
By Berwyn, okay.
You guessed wisely.
I saw an awning and I was like, well, maybe it's at the awning.
Leon just kind of stands around the corner.
Are you being creepy again?
Not creepy, just sort of.
Is there a window over where Aelion is?
There is.
Yeah, he'll just kind of start looking through, kind of see what he can see.
Aelion, as you look through this window,
Nice.
you see a small dinner table actually right up next to the window, and as you're looking closer, you actually see a large, kind of burly man setting the table, and he looks up and makes eye contact with you, and then walks away towards the front door.
Well, I hope it's not another pickaxe.
God damn it! Why did I even bring that up? Berwin and Markinar, you see the front door open, as previously described. A very large, very grizzled-looking man stands before you. He looks you both up and down. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I basically just have my hand up because I was about to knock. I put it down by my side.
And Markinor, seeing that Berwin's immediately struggling, says, I'm very sorry to interrupt your morning breakfast here, but it appears that there's been some disturbances within the town, and as we came into your little village here last night, you're kind of prompted to take a look into things here. Is everything going okay?
He just gives you a very deadpan look. Okay. My son's gone, you dolt. No, it's not going okay.
Well, I apologize for your son being missing, but we're here to help. Do you have any information about where they may have taken him, or how long ago this attack has occurred? Anything that might aid us in any way.
He kind of crosses your arm as you say that. He says, "You're gonna help? How are you gonna help?"
Well, I did take a pickaxe to the chest last night to be able to help you.
Oh my! I just rubbed my forehead a little at that.
He looks at you and raises an eyebrow. He says, "How is you taking pickaxes gonna help me?"
What's Berwin doing?
And Berwin's druid crafting something.
Nope. That was actually a straight misclick. My bad.
Okay. Well,
Well,
you see, my friends and I here, quite handy at...
your friends, is one of them looking in my window over there? He's creeping me out.
He's...
I look around the corner. Alien.
He's not very well adjusted.
Why?
With common folk.
Why?
We apologize.
Don't mind
Man
me.
kind of looks around the corner and glares at Aelion. Quit looking at the houses, you creep.
Trying to get into a mindset.
Markinor just straight-faced looks over at Aelion, doesn't say anything, and then raises his eyebrows and looks back at the other gentleman and says, "But truly, if there's anything you can offer us to aid in finding your son, we would be more than happy to take a look and hopefully bring him back safe."
Kind of looks you up and down and sees your warhammer sitting outside. Kind of points at it with a kind of a meaty finger. Says, "You know how to use that thing?"
"Oh yes, sir. I certainly do."
Kind of scratches his thick burly beard. Says, "Well, Eliza was taken about a week ago. If you're about to find him, you have to go up somewhere to the north. That's where they saw the wolf carrying him away. Better hurry, though. I've almost got enough men to go off and search for myself. Tired of waiting on the authorities."
"Well, you keep your men here. You need all the reinforcements you can get within the city. Let us go up and take a look. We'll see if we can't find him, and with a little bit of luck, hopefully we'll bring him back safe."
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm okay at those.
Yeah, you're pretty good at those. All right. So as you kind of mentioned to him and meaning to or not tell him what to do to keep his men here, he kind of raises his eyes and see his face begin to turn a little bit more pink. Seems like he wasn't a fan of that, but he visibly calms himself down before you finish talking. Says, well, I'm not about to turn away some help if it's offered. I apologize for my gruffness. It's been difficult for my family since Eliza was taken. We want our boy back. That's it.
Oh, I can completely understand. It's a very serious situation to lose a loved one, especially a child. Trust us, we will take a look at this, and we will come back to you as soon as we find something.
That he nods, says, all right. He holds out a hand to you, Markinor. Says, my name's Roman. If you need anything else, just let me know.
I'm Markinor, and these are my friends. Most people refer to us as the Fae Team.
That he raises an eyebrow, scans the rest of the party, glares at Aelion again, and then nods at you, Markinor, and turns around and goes back into his house.
Markinor,
We never asked what the kid looked like.
at this point, all we know is everybody is being taken up north or killed within the city. So we're going north.
Yes.
That's pretty much all we need to know at this point.
Yes.
We can ask questions when we get to the people and start bringing them to safety. And Markinor kind of looks to the rest of the party and says, well, it's looking like more and more we're going to be facing a bunch of wolves. And turns to Berwyn and says, you up for this?
Woof woof. I actually legitimately say woof woof.
That's not weird at all.
Not at all.
What was the kid's name?
Elizel.
Elizel? Elizel.
Shall we depart for the north then?
To the woods we go.
I believe we're ready.
Alrighty, so you're just heading to the north then?
Yeah, we're gonna start heading north and see if we
Is
can.
there a path or anything
Or
at the northern part of the city that I could see that the wolves might have worn at all or anything?
Give me a perception check.
You mean like wolf tracks?
Yeah, let me look for it.
Game trail.
Oh, look at that.
Pretty good at that.
So as you're kind of looking around, looking for a path to this forest, you see it gets thick very quickly. However, to the north of Fitchurst here, you see a path going off to kind of a little bit to the west, about 200-300 yards away. A little bit, still within walking distance, of course, but you see it's kind of thinner there. Looks like a good entrance to move into it.
This way, guys.
All right. I suppose we are going to follow Berwyn, so he'll lead us to that trail.
All right, let me copy all over.
Hmm. Oh, that didn't work. Try that again.
Alrighty, so as you make your way to the north, heading towards this forest, like I said, you see a kind of a clearing area before it gets too thick, and you walk into that area. Your vision is somewhat limited due to how dense the surrounding area is with various brush and large trees. It almost seems like the trees are abnormally large for this area since it's kind of close to the mountain. You're expecting more light vegetation to the mountains, rather, to the Spine of the World Mountains. You're expecting it to be a lot more light, but for whatever reason, this area has grown very, very thickly.
And the trees just appear to be normal trees, just oversized.
Yeah, they seem to be very well. They would be normal trees, say if you were closer to the coast,
Okay, yeah.
where there's lots of water source. Basically, what I want you to get the idea of, and this is both in game and out mechanics wise, the forest is very dense. It would take a lot of time to hack through areas that are not kind of cleared already. So it's in your best interest of time to not vary off the path.
To stick with the path, yep. Okay.
I'm not real sure we have the meat chopped through trees really efficiently.
Got that.
Well,
So
I do know a Goliath with a great sword that might be able to hack through this.
Wrong campaign.
yeah, and I know a direwolf with a great sword that could probably hack through it too.
So yeah,
Uh-huh.
we'll continue up north, slowly making our way up there. Just normal pace.
So
No big rush.
Oh geez, I can't go through that tree trunk.
Imagine that.
I wonder why I can't move through the tree.
Derp. So as you continue forward, you see a path kind of to your northwest leading further into the forest. The vegetation begins to grow more and more dense as you move, but you're able to see kind of like game trails and paths like that you would be able to move through. Everybody give me perception checks.
Yay.
Arcanor, I will follow right behind you.
That nat 20 though.
Oh geez. The one thing,
Wow.
one of the two things I'm good at.
All right, so Kaylin, Markinor, and Aelion, you clearly hear shifting of brush to your east as a very beautiful woman with a crossbow in her hand, kind of holding it very nonchalantly, steps up and kind of looks you over. She looks at the group and takes a special moment to look at Aelion. Aelion, you recognize this as your sister. She addresses the group. You shouldn't go in here.
Why is that?
She looks over at Aelion and says, "This is my home. I don't want anybody else in my home."
I'm speaking Sylvan here. So why would you keep your own flesh and blood from your home?
She raises an eyebrow and responds in Sylvan, "I had flesh and blood a long, long time ago. Not anymore, however."
And what does that mean?
She kind of smiles at you. Doesn't respond, though.
Is she speaking Sylvan also?
Yes.
Got it.
Okay. Alien, I wouldn't
In common eyes.
suggest.
So, what of the town to the south? Have you claimed that area as well?
She kind of smiles, and everybody kind of sees it's kind of more of a wicked than a pleasant smile. She says, "Oh, you mean my playthings?"
No. That's not what I mean.
And as you say that, she kind of laughs. It's very harmonious and melodic. Her laugh is very beautiful. She kind of laughs and looks back at you and says, "Well, you don't need to get hung back up on that. You won't have to worry about it too long. Just leave my home. Nothing to worry about here. Nothing for you to be interested in."
I believe that if you're continuing to torture the people of what's the name of the city?
Fitchhurst.
Fitchhurst. If you're going to continue to torture the people of Fitchhurst, it's going to become a problem for everybody. Not just for them, but even for us, and possibly even for you.
Definitely for you. Definitely for you.
Markinor kind of pats Berwin on the chest and is like, no, just let me do this.
Oh, okay.
She raises an eyebrow at you both as you're addressing her. She says, "There's no possible way for you to be a problem for me. I'm doing this for your safety. I don't tell others. But for the sake of one with you, I will give you this warning." And she was smiling up to this point. Her face becomes more grave and serious. "Stay out of my home."
We're really gonna have to do this, aren't we?
Ask her, and I just kind of say, not really even asking her, but just kind of say softly and Sylvan, "Who have you become?"
She looks over at you, Aelion. "Who I've always been, dear brother." And with that, she steps backwards into the trees and vanishes.
Well.
Everybody give me perception checks again.
Markinor gives Aelion the Chris Farley, "What did you do?" look. Everybody's familiar.
Yeah, what did you do?
What did you do?
There, I did good at my good thing.
I did a good thing.
All right, Berwin and Markinor, Berwin especially, as you're kind of looking into where this female exited into the trees, you notice the trees didn't part or move, even though it seemed like she ran into branches. It almost seemed like they passed right through her.
Great. Did anybody else see that?
Can you do that? Can you, like, move through trees without them getting in the way?
Not as far as I know. And I just kind of try to move towards this tree trunk and kind of move through it, but I can't. At least not in roll 20 at least.
Nah, you can't move through trees.
Yeah. No,
You're getting the
I
distinct
can't.
impression that this was not an actual person.
Illusion. Yeah.
So, what do you want to do?
Aelion, what's your assessment from that then?
Seems to be my sister, but that's not who I remember. Who she's always become. What does that even mean?
Kaylin, you've been quiet in this ordeal. What is your take on this?
I like her. She's a bitch.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course
that-
you
I
do.
just kind of glare daggers at Kaylin. Watch your tongue.
Well, technically he's not wrong. She has a very harsh approach, but
I mean, she considers the town her plaything.
it's true. It's not something a
I'm
kind
not saying
individual would
she's
do.
wrong. Just careful what you say to my face.
No, Kaylin, that does not mean you can say it behind his back either.
Say whatever I want behind his back, but I prefer to do it to his face.
So do we
It's
heed
much fun.
Lady Tenuous' warning, or do we continue forward?
Have we ever heeded a warning?
Y'all didn't even heed my ancient dragon warning. Thankfully, it wasn't actually an ancient dragon. But y'all didn't even heed that.
It's because we didn't believe you.
How many times have we caught you trying to lie to the party about things that are going on around us? Exactly. There's no need to answer. We know.
More
Like-
than once.
4 times.
Or
Once in like 5 minutes. No, wait, that was 3 times in 5 minutes.
So, Markinor turns to Aelion and says, "This is your call. Do we move forward or we go back to the town and try to defend the town instead?"
Of course, we move forward.
And forward it is.
I back that decision because I don't think anything would get done by just defending the town. It would actually solve any issue.
We must take care of this problem, one way or another.
All right, and with that, Markinor's gonna head north.
Gonna follow right behind him.
All right. A clearing to the north. Clearing leads to the north, rather, through the brush and thicket. The trees around you sway lazily in the light breeze. As you move further into this forest, you begin to appreciate how tall these trees actually are and how thick the brush is. It's almost as if some areas were cleared out for travel, though not by any discernible means.
And is there anything out of the ordinary about the area we're in, other than the clearing itself?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
No, not really. That you see. I mean, it's a lot of trees. They're kind of big for this area. The one thing you do notice, however, as you're moving into the forest, you kind of expect to hear, the chirp of birds and smaller animals running around in the woods around you, and you don't hear that.
Could I make a check to see if these trees are been enhanced by druidic type magic potentially?
So an
Yeah, you
Arcana
give me
check?
a nature or survival check. Not to your knowledge. It just seems like for whatever reason this forest took, either the land was really fertile or something happened here. It doesn't seem to be magical in nature, though.
Okay.
Okay, gonna continue forward. And this is the kind of area we would typically see a lot of wildlife or something in the area, I would suspect.
You would
Yes.
assume so.
Yeah.
As Markinor moves through and gets to the bend there, the rest of the party follows forward. The trees to your west begin to move unnaturally and reach out to slam at you.
Mm.
Roll for initiative, please.
Oh, rip Aelion. He's already inside of it. Please don't be terrible. That is
Oh,
the
God.
definition of terrible.
Oh my god.
3 of us roll under double digits.
Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous.
That was cool.
Rip you guys.
Nah, just rip me.
A 2. He rolled a 2. It's not that
Rip
great.
that guy.
Rip that guy.
Y'all are not ready for these guys. So, Aelion and Kaylin, they are going to be bringing, kind of arms and fists the size of tree trunks down on you. Aelion does a 17 hit.
Yeah.
Protection fighting style. I'm
that
going to
use your
use my reaction to
You can't use
impose
your reaction on surprise round.
on a surprise. Damn it!
Nope. So, 17,
Damn
Kaylin
it.
does an 11 hit.
Hell no.
So Kaylin's able to see this tree moving out, becoming animated and able to dodge aside. Unfortunately, Aelion is not able to, and a branch catches him across the chest, knocking him back for 13 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
But with that, you are first, Aelion.
Just kind of gonna pull out my swords and go to town on this thing.
Chop some trees, buddy.
That's so many attacks.
That's a lot of
Oh, it is.
attacks. That's silly.
I know at
Yeah.
least 2 hit.
Maybe? Yeah, at least
I
the
hope.
2
3
top
hit.
ones.
3 hit.
Okay.
Your third shatter spike does
Yeah.
not hit.
What's that?
I mean, the 25 Shatter Spike is guaranteed to hit anything.
And you're hitting the one that's
I'm hitting
standing
the
on
one
top
That
of
you're
you.
inside of.
Yeah.
So let's see here. 12 plus 17 plus 4. 33.
That's
Yeah, that's 33.
16.
33 is the number.
33.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else, Alien?
Going to not be inside of this thing anymore.
Okay.
That's it.
Alrighty. So as Aeon is just slammed up against, staggers him back a few steps as this tree slams into him, but he's able to quickly unsheath Shatter Spike and his rapier and bring in 4 solid attacks. Only one doesn't meet home into the solid bark of this animated tree, dealing a good amount of damage to it. Several pieces of the bark and a couple branches were actually cut off as you did so.
Try hit me now, bitch.
This one's going to swing again at Kaylin. It's a 9 hit.
Oh,
All right, so as it brings another heavy trunk down, you're able to just kind of leisurely sidestep around it, and it hits the ground harmlessly. Kaylin.
all right. Dang it, go wings. There you go. Sorry, I gotta figure.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use the Berserker's Axe spell ability to cast Burning Hands at level 4. So that should be
Level 4.
66.
Yikes.
So 15 DC on a strength save. Or I think I can, if I aim it right, I can hit both of them without hitting Berwin. It's a cone.
Yeah, I would say you would catch like the southern half of the other one, if nothing else, because these are very large creatures.
Yeah.
First one rolled a 10. Second one rolled a 14, so they both failed.
So 22 fire damage for each of them.
Yeah.
All right. So as you I always imagine burning hands, you kind of cross your fingers and fire erupts from it in a cone in front of you. You see the one that got hacked to pieces by Aeon lets out this kind of guttural, shrill scream as it is engulfed by fire, and it begins to wilt down to nothing. The other one, oh, their health is matched. That's annoying. Gosh,
Oh, that sucks. I hate that so much.
Oh, because
because I copied.
They're tied, yeah.
yep.
Disable the, turn the HP to not attached to anything.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing I didn't use many character sheet attachments because they were broken anyway.
That's the nice
All
part
right.
about all of the monsters from the monster manual on Roll20 is they import all of the numbers, but they don't tie it to the character sheet.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna buy that.
Yeah.
All right,
It's definitely
so-
worth it.
As this fire erupts out of Kaylin's fingers, it slams into the back tree. That one wilts down to nothing. The other one seems to just shrill as it burns for a few seconds. It flails around. It's able to put out most of the fire. But you see this thing is scorched and burned and seems to be barely standing.
That's it.
All right, Markinor.
All right. Watching the first one go up in flames, I'm quickly going to come down here and just start hacking away with the Warhammer.
That would be an impressive feat. I'm not gonna lie.
Hack away with a hammer.
Yeah, not going to hit, I imagine.
Negative 12 does
Yeah.
not hit.
And then let's see, what else do I want to do? Anything? Probably not. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to hit that. Yeah, no, that's going to be my turn.
All right, so marking our charges down, going for the other one that's just recovering from being set on fire. But unfortunately, his warhammer is unable to pierce through its thick, barky skin. Berwin.
I'm gonna draw my long sword and try to cut it up a bit.
Could help.
Ooh,
18 hits.
Nice.
9 damage.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right, so as you charge forward and bring your longsword around, all right, I got you, Alien. You're able to slice into it. You chop off a larger branch. This thing seems to just be moving off of sheer willpower at this point, but it is still standing. Alien.
Wasn't it that tree's turn? Oh no, it was
The dead
okay.
one.
The dead one was that. Gotcha.
I feel like I always do that at the worst times. Havoc, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
So I'll come up to this guy and just keep hacking at some here.
Negative on both of those.
Successfully. My bonus action. Better luck, maybe.
Maybe. Oh yeah, that's
Hey.
better luck.
Much better luck. That hits for sure.
Yay, 10 damage.
Alrighty. And give me some flavor how you just killed a tree.
So I imagine like with the first two things of Shatter Spike, it just kind of bounces off the bark and kind of cracks it, I guess, a little bit, and just kind of shove this rapier right into that hole and just kind of explodes a little bit inside.
So yeah, Alien just thoroughly penetrates this tree and then explodes inside of it, thus taking it out.
Yes.
Did I describe that well enough for you?
Perfect. 10 out of 10. Would explode inside a tree again.
Wow. That took a turn.
Are we not doing phrasing anymore?
Wow. Are we not doing phrasing anymore? Why didn't you tell me we weren't doing phrasing anymore?
Ooh.
All right, so both of these animated trees succumb to their wounds and are no longer moving.
So you liking that new rapier, Alien?
It's quite nice.
Markinor
Flourish.
turns and looks at Berwin and says, "How did that feel?"
How'd what feel?
Killing trees?
Aren't you a druid?
Oh. They tried to kill y'all. Also, they're probably in cahoots with an evil druid, so...
I feel like we determined a long time ago that Berwin was not a very good druid.
No.
He's a druid in name only.
Essentially.
Language only?
His behavior towards animals, he's working on it, to put it lightly.
He just takes advantage of nature.
They did attack first, so...
They attacked his friends, and if any creature decides to do that, then it probably is best to be put down. Because it's gone hostile, crazy, and rabid. Or at least that's his thought process.
Hey, you don't have to justify it to me, just to your whatever nature-ish deity you follow.
What's that?
And
I don't
Markinor
understand
continues
your
forward.
deities. You'll have to explain to me these deities at some point. I don't necessarily fully comprehend them.
Leave me out of that conversation, please.
All right.
Kalen, you went in that conversation too? Is that what I heard?
I'm gonna punch you.
Caitlin, if you want, I can introduce you to Tyr. I'm sure you would be a very willing participant in his beliefs.
Now I'm gonna punch you both.
Bring
All
it.
right. So as
We'll
you
settle
all
this with a fist fight.
begin to move around the corner, you see a couple different avenues, pathways that you could follow. Much of the area looks the same. You see some scattered rocks around, filling in the terrain, but the trees are all kind of lazily moving around. You see a lot of bushes and shrubs that kind of block your way in other directions, but you see 2 clear paths forward.
Hmm. Is one path worn more than the other?
No, they look equally untraveled.
Equally untraveled. Pretty good description. Guys.
Aelion, if this was your domain, which way would you go?
There you go. That's a good way of deciding.
Well, it just kind of thinks about it. Here.
And he walks off.
Yep.
Okay, we're going this way, guys.
Away we go.
Following the crazy guys.
Every time.
Would you stop trying to be inside of each other?
Phrasing?
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my supervisor.
I do not judge. As you round this next corner, you see 2 somewhat larger clearings, one to the north and another one leading off to the southeast.
Be wary. This looks like an even better place for a trap than for.
It's a trap. You
You're
hear
a
this
trap.
random voice in the distance. It's a trap.
Markinor, as you begin to move forward, give me a perception check. Okay. You see... Where's my note? As you progress into this clearing, you see random rocks scattered on the ground amongst the ever-present bush and thicket of this forest.
Do they just look like normal rocks from like erosion, or does it look like maybe something like a boulder or something kind of collapsed and fell and kind of shattered into pieces?
No, they look like
Just
normal
random.
rocks. They're kind of
Yeah.
like stuffed into the ground and such. You kind of nudge one with a foot and it doesn't come out. You have to really push on it to get it loose.
Gotcha. Okay. Look back at the party and say, 2 paths. Which way are we going?
Preferably the one without the rocks. Those rocks make me nervous.
The rocks are everywhere. It's literally just the map tool. Don't freak out about the rocks.
Mark
No.
picks up a pebble and throws it at Berwin as he starts walking away.
Berwin, give me a dex saving throw. Markinor, give me an athletics check.
Damn.
So your rock misses. Berwin's able to
Can I
tell the
just-
rock's coming, and
Can I just
Matrix gets
reach behind me, catch it, and just drop it and keep on walking?
If you had rolled a nat 20, maybe.
Ah, dang it. I was too off. I'll just duck out of the way then. You think that's funny, but
Yes, I do.
Shut up.
it's possible for us druids to actually have rocks do that on their own.
So, what you gonna do there, nature boy?
Oh, Aelion, which way are we going this time?
Berwin, I'm gonna make a decision. Aelion, what's the decision?
You make a good manager. Delegation.
Kind of sighs. Just keeps walking.
It just keeps walking. Doesn't answer.
Nope.
Everybody that's moving into this next area, give me perception checks.
I still see everything.
Apparently.
I see nothing because it's bright out.
Yes,
Why?
you are in daylight, just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, daylight don't matter.
As we're walking through here, I kind of glance back at Kaylin, who's using her hands to cover her eyes and look forward because she can't see anything. Too bright.
Let's see. Berwin and Markinor, as you're moving to this next area, you kind of scan around. See, it's a much larger clearing. However, immediately down in this area, this line of shrubs here, you see that you can actually see somewhat through them. It's hard to tell what's on the other side, but it doesn't seem as thick and impossible to, or time-consuming rather, to move through.
And I'll walk up to him and see if I can look through him a little bit closer to see if I can see what's on the other side better.
All right, so as you move closer to these shrubs and bushes, kind of looking through, trying to see what's on the other side, you reach a hand forward to move some of the shrubs away, and you discover that your hand touches nothing.
Like
I
nothing,
I
or
kind of wave it through, but I get basically I'm getting the sense that the bushes aren't actually there.
Yes.
Okay. Guys, fake bushes.
This seems to be variably story area.
I'd like to step into the bushes.
I'm going to reach forward and grab onto the back of Berwin's tunic. Just in case.
My cloak.
There's a cloak.
It isn't fancy yet.
So as you move through, you're able to easily, there's no resistance at all, and you're able to move through the bush illusions.
Hey, Aelion, I can do the trick your sister did. I continue through. Ooh.
So
as you move into this area, you see a large tree standing in the southwest corner of this small, kind of blocked off clearing, and you see a very large wooden chest strapped with iron laying on the ground.
Kaylin, I could use your help in here.
can Kaylin hear him from wherever he is right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where did you go? I don't see you.
I still have him.
Markinor.
He's right in front of me. I got a hold of him. He wants you to come forward.
Okay.
I could use your
Yeah.
assistance.
Yeah, okay. What do you want?
I found a chest.
Yeah. So did you check it out yet?
So
No, I'm not
No.
very good at that.
now that it appears safe that they're not gonna fall through some random portal, I'm gonna let go and step into the room with them.
Okay.
I guess I want to investigate said chest.
I will help with that.
And I'm going to reach off of my pack and kind of tap Kaylin with the 10-foot pole and say, "Would you like to poke it first?"
No.
Phrasing.
I stand by what I said.
No, if you want to poke it first, you can poke it. I don't have to poke everything with my stick.
Wow.
I'm actually going
Wow.
to poke the chest with the
It
10-foot
bites-
pole.
It bites your pole in half.
So you reach out and poke the chest.
And nothing happens.
Well, I tried to make a thudding sound with my mic and then I muted it on accident. Oops.
I thought you bonked it.
And I bunked it with my hand and then it ran into my chest and hit the mute button. Yeah, you bonk into the chest and it makes a kind of hollow thudding sound, but nothing else happens.
Nothing else. Okay.
Can I investigate it now?
Yes. Or maybe.
Do you want to investigate it?
I'll assist in your investigation.
There.
Hey, there we
All
go.
right. So as you look down at this chest, expertly looking around for any mechanisms or traps or locks, you see that there's a hole for a lock to be sitting on this, but there isn't anything in it. It has no lock on this chest. As you kind of look it around, slightly raise the lid to see if there's any mechanisms, you see nothing. There are no traps to be found.
All right. Doesn't seem to be trapped. Just for shits and giggles, detect magic.
Okay. As you detect magic, you get the sense of something magical radiating from within the box.
Okay, there's something magic in the box, but I ain't open that thing.
In the box?
In
Fine,
the box.
I open the box. I open the chest.
What's in the box, man? What's in the box?
Everybody roll me perception checks.
Shit.
Oh, what's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Well, I couldn't have done any worse than that.
So
Dick in the box.
Aelion is the only one that notices this as Berwyn opens this box. Berwyn, inside of it, you see what appears to be a potion vial with some almost a glowing red liquid inside of it, as well as a brown bag of some sort sitting down next to it. Aelion, as you look over to the southwest, just as the box opens, you see the large tree begin to move and undulate. You notice this tree is much larger than the ones that you saw before, and it kind of reaches out its limbs and moves down all fours, and its limbs and leaves begin to form above it, and then it moves to attack you. Roll for initiative.
We angered a huge thing. Hey, I rolled better.
What did you do? All I did was poke it.
I said I didn't want to open it.
You didn't say why.
I just didn't want to open it. Could have let me get away first.
It didn't seem to mind me poking it. Just saying. Or it didn't feel anything. Either way.
That thing's huge too, by the way.
We're really not doing the phrasing thing anymore.
Alrighty, so as this tree begins to move and undulate and lurch forward, it looks down at the two closest, Barkanor and Kaylin, and lets out this bestial roar, making you kind of cover your ears from how loud it is. As the roar subsides, however, you hear just crackling over to your northwest, and another tree comes to life above the chest and also moves towards you. Aelion, you're up.
Oh shit. I'm gonna step in here so I can actually see. I'm going to Hunter's Mark this guy up here. And then
Okay.
pull out my bow and shoot.
Okay. First one hits, second one misses, third one obviously hits. Those nat 20s on your attacks, though.
Right. So 4. Does Hunter's Mark get doubled?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So
All dice.
11 plus 4. 31 plus 8 is 39. Then guess I'll use my action surge and shoot it. What? Oh, well,
Unfortunately, neither one of those are going to hit.
yeah. And that's it.
All right. So, as you let loose a volley of arrows, 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 5 of your shots strike home. It seems like the arrows, for whatever reason, didn't quite dig in as far as you thought they would, but you did a good amount of damage to it. It kind of recoils away, and as Bart kind of falls away, much as the ones from before did. Kaylin.
I'm gonna use my action to disengage. Cause yeah, don't like where I'm at. And just back out to the edge.
Okay.
Where of course I can't see anything now.
You could stand here.
Why is it? I removed the dynamic lighting. What the hell?
The lighting has to be on the line, or else you can't see inside of the room. Unfortunately.
On the what do you mean?
So for the grid, if you go halfway between the grid, it will cut off the entire square.
Yeah, but I removed the line though.
Whatever, I'll just stay inside then. Bad feeling it's gonna bite me, but whatever.
That's odd. Okay. Alrighty. So you take a step there, and that's all you're doing?
That's all I can do. Disengage was my action, so.
Okay. All right. So Kaylin dodges out of the way. One of the fists tries to reach out and slap at her, but is unable to connect. Berwin.
I'm gonna attack this one with a long sword. It's a little too close for me. The 19 hit,
19 hits.
4 damage.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right. So you're able to bring your longsword around, take out a good chunk of it. Not dealing a lot of damage to it, but your blow definitely hit home solidly. Markinor.
Kind of being in the middle of all this, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
I need a DC 15 Wisdom save, please. From both.
They both failed.
Alright, so they will take 16 damage, and then at the start of their turn, they will need to make another Wisdom save. And then when they do, just let me know, and I will I'll make the roll for each of them as they do theirs. Anything else? Think that might be it. Hold on. Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Alrighty. Alrighty, so as these guardians appear around you and begin swarming around, they avoid your allies, but ram right into both of these animated trees, dealing good damage to them. They both take the hits. This one, not being super happy about what Berwin just did, is going to attack after he does his wisdom save. He rolled a 15.
Sweet. So he saves half damage. So
Okay.
7.
All right, and with
I'm
that, he's
happy.
going to slam down, and he is going to roll a 2.
And I'm... Oh,
I think
Yep.
that misses.
that's... Yeah,
I would assume so.
I'd hope so.
Yeah, that is...
I rolled a
mean,
2. Plus
Got it.
14.
So stupid.
Uh,
It's like it's an 8, but it's really a 2. And all right, yeah. So he brings down a heavy blow, but you're able to sidestep around as it slams in the ground. The ground kind of shakes beneath your feet, but doing no damage to you. However, this other creature is going to lash out after making his wisdom save. He rolled a 5.
So it takes 16 damage. Radiant.
All right. He is going to lash out with a slam attack at Markinor.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit.
Yes, it does.
So he hits you for 13 bludgeoning damage, and I need a con saving throw.
Okay. 13, and you said con save.
Yeah, for your
Yep.
spell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm good.
you maintain. Seeing that the spirit guardians have not gone away, it's going to slam you again.
Okay.
It's a 17 hit.
Does not.
A crispy 7 though. All right, so the other one, after getting hit once, you kind of brace against the second one with your shield, not wanting to feel that again, and you're able to defend against the second attack. Aelion.
Is there any way, like, me and Berwin could swap places?
You could.
not really.
Could he use his action to push Berwin back?
He could. He would waste an action on it.
Mhm. That's the only way I could think that he would be able to do it.
I mean, you could get forward and attack and move back, and then say you use your movement on his turn, I guess. We could flavor it that way, if Berwin agrees to do so.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it'd be fine with me.
So
So yeah,
wait.
if you want to do that.
So say that one more time. Sorry.
So basically, if you want to attack your turn, you can move forward while inside, Berwin's space right now, attack, and then move back to your current location. And then on Berwin's turn, at the end of his turn, he can use as long as he doesn't expend all of his movement, he can use his movement to move into your place, and you agree to swap places with him on his turn.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. So I'll kind of come in with Shatter Spike. Flail away.
First one hits, second one misses.
Damage.
How much?
10.
Okay. Anything else?
I'll use my bonus to
Obviously hits.
hopefully another 10.
Yeah. So you're able to just whittle this thing down to nothing. They're not very beefy. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So moving up and kind of shouting at Berwin to change places with you as you step beside him and unleash a series of blows, chopping away at this thing, and it ends up falling after your flurry of blows. And you agree to switch places with him as Berwin hits his turn. But first, Kalen's going to go.
Alright, I'm going to use Toll the Dead on the big one. It's going to make a DC 16 wisdom save.
21.
Okay, so it doesn't take anything.
All right. I wish I had advantage. It rolled a nat 20 on the other one. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. So as this bell tolls in the distance, aiming it at this very large animated tree, it doesn't even notice it. Does not care. Berwin.
Can we go ahead and swap spaces?
Sure.
Yeah.
I will cast Produce Flame and throw it at this big treant? But no, I know it's not a treant. Too big.
How do you know that?
It's a giant beast that has leaves on it. That's all you know.
The 15 hit.
No.
Okay, that's it.
All right. So as you produce a ball of flame, making the valid assumption that, hey, fire bad for trees, you're unable to aim correctly, somehow missing in between the giant's legs, and does nothing to it. Markinor.
I kind of messed up a little bit last time on the hammer attack, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of flip the hammer around and use the pointed end of the warhammer and try to hit this thing. Still bludgeoning attack, but still trying to hit it.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, you hit it this time.
All right. Deal 7 damage, and I'm going to use a Count of War Priest and do the same.
Okay.
Uh, 25 to hit.
Yeah.
For 12 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. And if it's still standing, start of its turn, give me another wisdom save.
Okay. 20.
All right, half damage, so 6.
All right. As this creature is buffeted once again after being hit by your hammer, and then your guardians, it looks down at you once again and swings twice at you.
Alrighty.
21 and 20.
21 does hit.
All right. It hits you for 19 bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty.
And another con save.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and you maintain your spirit guardians. Take a good amount of damage, though.
You said 19, though?
Correct.
Okay.
Aelion.
I'll move my hunter's mark over to the big guy now. I'll move this guy and miss both.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, so you swing Shatter Spike around. Hard to get a good grasp on this thing. The leaves kind of get in your way and you hack at them, but do next to nothing to him. Kaylin.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and Toll the Dead again. So another DC 16 Wisdom save.
Okay. 10. He gets hit this time.
Alright, full 13. Necrotic.
All
Nice.
right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. So once again, the bell chimes in the distance, and this time the creature, you see what appear to be its, kind of forehead and eyebrows scrunch up in pain as it chimes in the distance. Seems to have taken effect this time. Berwyn.
More fire.
More fire. Oh yeah,
I
that one's gonna hit.
Hope that hit.
That's a good roll. A
4.
whole 4.
Min damage. All right. Anything else?
Pretty much. Hope that's it.
All right, so you produce a ball of flame. It doesn't get as big as you thought it would, for whatever reason, performance issues or something. But you toss it out there, and it catches it right in the leg, and you see the ball kind of bursts up and begins to burn up the leg of this creature, doing more damage than you thought it would. And it takes a good
Yay.
chunk there. Marketor.
Going to use my bonus action to cast Mass Healing Word. Everybody within range gets 6 healing if they need it.
Too bad there's no over.
Yep. And I'm going to use all 10 points of my lay on hands on myself.
Tank's taking some damage, y'all.
He got hit?
I finally got hit
Twice.
twice. Yeah, and that's gonna be it. Need
That's
to
it?
change that button. Yeah, and the Spirit Guardians start.
Okay. 18.
So half damage is 8.
That attack does so much damage.
It does.
It's ridiculous. All right, so
Great.
Markinor begins to kind of chant a prayer, and you all feel healing energy profuse through you for those that need it, and then he touches himself and heals up a little bit further.
Oh, you better believe it.
That being said, he's just going to go back, but this time he's going to slam just once. Does a 23 hit?
It does.
All right,
my
he brings that
gosh.
down for another 15 bludgeoning damage. And then the other arm scoops up into the ground, and you see that it's pulling out a giant boulder and throws it at Berwyn.
And
Hey.
protection fighting style at disadvantage, please.
Okay, does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Damn it.
It was a 24 or an 18. so-
Damn. I tried, dude.
Berwyn, this rock comes flying. It's as big as you are, and it hits you for 19 bludgeoning. Wow. Oh, you got lucky.
Wow.
It hits you for 19 bludgeoning damage. That was way low damage. Aelion.
Good.
Good.
Frustrated
Less
by my
healing required.
earlier attempts.
All three of those hit.
Nice.
Another crit. Bruh.
That's 3 now. Well, when you're making 15 attacks per turn, eventually you're going to start hitting more than everybody else.
Something's
I
going to
guess.
happen.
It's 8, 16, 24, 37,
Again, kids.
38,
This is
43.
why you stay in.
43.
That is ridiculous.
That's a number. That's a number.
Anything else?
It's just kind of breathing a little heavy at this point.
All right, so
Sweat.
Aelion brushes away the limbs of this creature that were blinding him previously on his other attack, and is able to see the main body and lunges in for 3 solid attacks. He takes out several large chunks of this creature. This creature kind of moans in distress and kind of wobbles on its feet. It seems to not be able to take much more damage. Kaylin.
Okay. Gonna cast Sacred Flame at it. So, DC 16 dex save.
It rolled a 16.
So, no damage.
If only it was at disadvantage, the other one was a 1. So no damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh, that's it.
All right. So Kaylin launches another ball of flame, almost mimicking Berwyn, but once again, it kind of flies off to the side and doesn't make contact. Berwyn.
More fire.
Yeah.
Hey, even less damage.
God.
I didn't even know that was possible. On back-to-back rolls.
No, it could go lower. It could be 2.
It can go 1 lower.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. So as you lash out with another ball of flame, you're able to make contact, and it's even tinier somehow than before. But once again, it kind of explodes as it makes contact with this creature and burns up a little bit higher. This thing is panting heavily and looking very, very messed up. Marketor.
1 sec, I'm waiting on the game to reload.
Okay.
Rip.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep going at it, I think, with the Warhammer. Give me a second, I want to see something. Actually, I'm gonna use my action and use my medic feat to heal myself for 7.
Okay.
And then my bonus, I'm just gonna... Actually, I'm not gonna do anything on my bonus, but I will unleash Spirit Guardians.
Okay. So once again, Markinor quickly grabs a bandage to tie up a broken bone. I don't know. Somehow bandages his wounds, and then they go again. 17.
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. Okay. All right. So you hit their spirit guardians once again, buffing into this thing. It kind of recoils back from the force of the impact. It starts to fall to the ground onto its belly, but it catches itself at the very last second and lunges towards you again, Markinor.
Not for nothing, but that's 9 damage.
9 damage instead of 8.
Oh yeah, that would be 9 damage. Yep.
Okay. Well, it's still barely standing. All right. 23.
Yep.
All right, he brings that around for another 18 bludgeoning damage. And then once again grabs a rock and hurls it at Berwyn.
Again, reaction to disadvantage.
12.
12 misses.
All right, so you're able to sidestep around the rock this time as Markinor kind of reaches up with his warhammer and slaps it just enough to knock it away from you. It's kind of impressive, actually. Aelion, this thing is barely moving around now.
Just
Yeah,
let's kill it.
yeah. It's 2 HP.
Right there.
It's dead. So yeah, Aelion dives in for another flurry of blows as Markinor's kind of lunging into the air to knock a rock aside and catches this thing right in the chest with Shatter Spike. Once pulls it out, kind of puts his foot up on it, pulls his blade out, and then reaches up, and the head, almost as big as Aelion itself, but he's able to find the neck of it, bring Shatter Spike around in an upward slash, and decapitate this tree ant.
Okay, what's-
Can I
So
do a
what's-
nature check and see what the thing what it was? What the giant thing was?
Yeah, give me a nature check.
Yup.
While he's doing that, can I see what's in the box?
Yeah, you can.
What's in the box?
Berwyn, you know this as a tree ant.
This one?
Yeah, the big one.
What was this guy then?
That was just an awakened tree. It was animated through the powers of other creatures or spellcasters.
Gotcha.
I didn't know ants would get that
And
bad.
they're weak to fire.
They are indeed weak to fire.
Just
It
like
hurts
like the little twig
The
creatures.
lights?
them. Twig blights.
Yeah, those things.
Twig light.
It's like
Oh.
plants don't like fire. So
Those
Kaylin,
things
as you move
break
over to
fire.
the box and open it, it's still remaining open after Berwyn opened it. You look inside, and once again, you see a potion bottle that seems to be glowing somewhat bright red than what you're used to seeing potions of this color. You also see a kind of old haphazard bag inside there laying next to it.
Okay. And I know they're radiating magic, or at least one is.
Yeah, you got magic from the box itself, I guess you could say, just because something inside of it was radiating magic.
Do we have time for me to cast? I want to cast Identify on the potion.
Okay, so you spend a minute or so. I think it's a minute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you spend about a minute looking over this potion. You know it has the same qualities as a potion of healing, but this is a much stronger version. This is a potion of healing superior.
Okay, I give that to Markinor.
Oh, Markinor,
Superior.
do you need some healing?
Maybe.
Either way, give that to Markinor because he's the cleric, so he should have healing crap.
Or give it to Aelion because he's probably gonna need it.
Yeah, well, Markinor could give it to Aelion later.
7,
Then
13 HP. Damn, that
Yeah,
was
I'll take it.
terrible.
Oh, damn it.
in the bag, I guess detect magic on the bag itself. Is it still radiating?
I've got to
magic, or is it
find
still-
a better push to talk button.
Oh, it's
because
radiating
this
magic for
isn't
sure.
working very well.
Okay, then can I identify the
Bag?
Something. In...
So as you look over this bag, you kind of look at what kind of magic seems to be tied to something else. And as you look inside of it, you would expect to see the bottom of this bag. It's not very large, but you just see blackness. You would know this as a bag of holding.
Noise.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna give that to Markinor also, because he tends to be our mule for carrying everything.
For pretty much everything.
Hey, he can replace his current mule bag with that one and be an even better mule.
Yeah,
He could even be a drug mule now.
that'd be my job. That's a different story.
Potion of Superior Healing does 8d4 plus 8, by the way.
It's redonkulous. And
Yeah.
also cheap. Yeah, we'll go with cheap.
Cheap?
Yeah, they're totally cheap to buy, right?
Super cheap, yeah.
No.
They're like 2 gold, right?
No.
5 gold times 1,000.
That's 2. It's a bag of holding.
You hadn't gotten one yet. I figured you needed one.
Yeah, like I said, still give it to Markinor because he seems to be the one who is good about carrying all our crap that we loot, because we loot everything. Is there anything in the bag of holding? That's always a question.
You reach inside of it and it has nothing. Nothing comes out when you reach inside of it expecting it to give you an item.
Gotta check.
Good try, though.
I know better to put my head in there, though.
You there, Forge?
He's having issue.
So I saw him reload the map a couple times. I'm hoping the map isn't causing issues.
He said he's
there-
having push to talk issues. Also,
Hey, I know that feels.
That's why
I
I
don't.
like push to mute, so you can just have it on all the time and then just cut it.
or have an
pretty
inline
effective.
mute button on your headset itself.
That works as well.
That works also.
I could do it on my Yeti if I really wanted to, but since I have a
Isn't it like
pop
a-
filter on it, so
what's
Yeah.
it? It's like a
Probably
button
makes it a little
with
harder
a-
to
has
reach
2
that mute
stages.
button. Yeah.
right.
Bag of holding.
Superior.
Yep.
Yeah.
You also healed for 13 HP. I healed you for 13.
Damn it.
Let's see it on stream. Damn it. Well, I'm glad my planning worked out for that encounter. I was like, they're going to need a potion of healing after this because it's going to kick their ass.
Only one of us.
It did. I'm super excited that I got to hit you.
You're like,
Ew.
how do I hit something with a high armor class? I know. I'll just give a monster with a massive to hit bonus.
It's like, and what is a massive? Oh, a tree and a plus 10? Yeah.
I heal myself 12 hit points also with a level lower. So it's stupid high. Like
Let's see.
500
I should have
pounds?
made a spell card. Oh well.
Bag of holding.
Yeah, it can hold up to 500 pounds.
Not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet.
Yep.
And the bag only weighs 15 pounds, regardless of anything in it. We just can't put living creatures in it.
I mean, you can.
We could.
Yeah.
We can also make an RPG now. Once we get a portable hole. That's the other major component to RPG.
Noted. Never give you a portable hole. Got it.
It literally creates a or 10 feet of
How
the
can
gate
I-
sucked through it to a random location on the astral plane. The gate then closes, and it can't be reopened. As long as you don't go over 500 pounds. Exactly.
That's why I gave it to you.
Now we can throw all the illicit stuff in there also, because they have to know what they're reaching for.
Now we start. Now we Skyrim it up and just start taking everything from everywhere.
Yes. Yes. Put the basket on the person's head. Crouch. Take everything. That'll work,
Sorry,
right?
guys. Been dealing with some mic and
Right,
push to
Mr.
talk
DM?
issues, so
Do
trying
what
to
now?
fix them. Give me a second.
Skyrim stole this shit.
I know
As
I don't
for
have a
everything else
push
in
to
this
mute
game,
right
you
now.
can
but
try.
I have a push to talk.
Somebody put the basket on top of the DM's head while we're having that.
La la la, you don't hear this. La la la.
Hold on, guys. Give me like hour and a half, and then we can steal everything.
Gotta grind my stealth skill real quick. 1 second.
I gotta figure out where you live so I can come put a basket on.
Wait, does that work? I would love to make that work. I would find a way to make that work.
I'm just saying, if he comes to my house and puts a basket on my head, he's probably going to get kicked in the nuts. And I'm gonna laugh. I'll turn my webcam on and everything so you can watch. Just smack. Turn around. All right, back to the game.
You gotta beat my stealth skill first.
All right. So, we killed the treant. We got the loot.
I step back out.
Markinor looks over at Kaylin and says, "Whose idea was this to begin with?"
Do what?
Right. Right. It was the druid's idea.
Oh,
What idea?
this idea.
Opening the chest?
Always isn't. I tried.
So you have the path to the north that you didn't explore, and then you have another path leading off to this clearing to the southeast.
Back to the previous way of finding out which way we're going. Aelion, which way are we going?
Ranger, lead us.
Keep moving forward.
Which way's
Direction I like
forward?
to go.
North
whichever
or
way we
south?
want. Probably south.
To the south we go.
Alrighty, so as you move further into the forest, you come upon a much larger clearing. Random game trails can be seen winding amongst the brush and thicket here. Several larger boulders are scattered about. Up until now, you hadn't really heard the normal noises of a forest, such as small creatures moving about or birds chirping. Now, however, it seems you've made it into the forest proper, and the sounds of the life around you begin to bustle, seemingly to ignore your existence.
I don't know whether to take these creature sounds as we went the correct way and we made it past all the evil gatekeepers, or we went the wrong way.
Berwin, roll me a
Yes.
1d20, please.
1d20. Okay.
As long as I don't have to roll a 1d100 again.
A 3.
Oh no.
All right. Continue.
What
Are
did
we
you
gonna
do?
experience falling boulders again?
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm guessing these are giant rocks.
They're about 20, 30 feet in the air. Be kind of hard to get up on top of them, but you could.
Looking around, do I see any like recent animal track?
Give me a nature check. Okay.
Not a
As
bad
you kind of
roll.
look around, you see kind of these dark marks, the dirt marks on there, kind of flattened ground by travel, by beasts. You see some hoof prints of some kind of large quadruped. Uh, of the like, not equine, but like you would expect from like deer or elk or things of that nature. You see some large prints from that. You see a few canine prints as well. You see some other ones that it's really hard to discern exactly what they are. It looks like sharp piercing holes scattered all over the place in the ground as well.
Kind of point those out. Like that's very strange. I don't think I've seen anything like that before.
You said piercing? Like digging into the ground?
Yeah, it's like somebody took and stabbed into the ground repeatedly. But
Okay.
in very various places all over the place.
Is there any sign of blood or anything?
Nope.
I also point out the wolf print or what I would assume to be wolf prints. We still may be heading in the right direction.
Out of this clearing, up to your kind of northeast, you see a pathway that kind of leads further into the forest. Down to your southeast, you see a pond, and there's a pathway just to the northeast of that pond that seems to lead also into the forest.
Turn back again to Aelion and say, what do you think?
Go towards the maybe more prints, maybe. I don't know. Let's go there.
Which way? I'm sorry.
There's-
You're breaking up here.
Sorry.
Okay.
Where there's water, there's life. So let's go down to the pond.
Okay. Guess move Berwin along with us.
Okay.
Let's leave Berwin behind.
Aelion and Markinor, as you get closer to this pond, as you move further south, you come upon a small pond nested into the trees. The water flows tranquilly with various plants resting on its surface. Inside of it, you see random small fish fluttering around inside the water. Two plants appear to be much larger than the rest. As you take a closer look, a sweet, sweet aroma fills your nostrils. I need you both to give me wisdom saving throws.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's not
Oh, no.
good. Oh, no.
Holy shit.
So as this sweet aroma fills your nostrils, you feel drawn towards these plants, and nothing you can do stops you from moving forward. You move all the way to the edge of the pond.
Where are you guys going?
And as you do so, the two plants animate and very large spiked fangs reach out towards both of you.
Be gone, thought.
Markinor does a 23 hit. Oh, Jesus. This is not good.
Yep.
Aelion does
Actually, what can I use inspiration on?
You could use it on your wisdom save if you want to.
Let me do that. If you don't mind me retroactively doing so.
Yeah, go for it. If you both want to use your inspiration, go for it.
Yes, please.
Okay. Reroll it. Oh no!
Wait, oh, it was not.
Yeah, it's a reroll. DM ones you reroll essentially.
Oh, just re-roll my wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's completely
DM
different.
ones are powerful.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a lot of red.
Yeah.
Can I go back
so-
where I was at?
Yeah, you're back there
Okay.
still. You see Aelion begin walking away from you. You won't be able to do anything as he moves towards the
Okay.
edge of the pond. Unfortunately, Aelion, as you move forward, both these plants grow in size and move towards you and lunge out. And the left one grabs you and pulls you into its mouth. Roll for initiative.
What are those?
I had to let Aelion die this time. Gotta teach him a lesson. He's never gonna learn if you don't teach him a lesson.
You just got lucky. Let's be honest.
Make sure you both remove your inspiration. Poor Aelion. All right, Aelion, you are inside this mouth. You are blinded and restrained. Yeah, but you haven't taken any damage. It's just trying to swallow you right now.
Can I move my hunter's mark to it? Still. It's just
How
a
long
bonus
does-
action. It's an
How
hour.
long does... It's an hour? Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'll do that. But I guess that's all I can do.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You can't really do anything.
Stab it. Kill it from the inside.
Oh wait, is that? Misunderstood.
All right, so as everyone else in the party sees this creature just begin to swallow Aelion whole, it kind of raises its head up in the air and begins to slide him down this leafy throat that is now very evident for you. Aelion, you are blinded and restrained. And you can't get out, but you're going to suddenly feel a very solid and burning sensation on you and take 13 acid damage.
Ow.
So Berwin, your friend screams in pain as the acid begins to burn him, and he cannot escape from this on his own. What do you want to do?
I'd like to step right over here. And
Here we go. Reorganize the window a little bit for you guys. Get you a little bit better view.
I think I could do that. 5-foot line without hitting him.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine. You can tell that the way that this thing is, it's completely covering Aelion.
So it would be impossible to hit it without hitting him?
No, it would be impossible to hit Aelion right now.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 charges. There we go. EC 15 dex save.
It rolled a 12.
35, 49 damage.
Alrighty, nice. So you send this crackling electric energy in a straight line right down into the center mass of this plant. And as you do, it kind of explodes open. Aelion, you fall out of it as this creature shrinks back into the water and dies.
May have been overkill, but who cares?
Holy crap,
Anything
that
else?
was a lot of damage. I just caught that was like
That's
almost
a lot
50
of
damage.
No, that's it.
That was a lot of damage.
fives.
Unfortunately for Aelion, the other creature turns toward him as he falls down on the ground, and it lunges out to try to swallow you. So, this is a 19 hit.
Yeah.
Oh, right as Aelion kind of smacks in kind of a gross heap of fluid and such on the ground, the other creature immediately reaches down, snatches him up, and begins gobbling him down as well.
Oh god.
Arcanor.
Out of the frying pan into the fire. That's how that saying goes, right?
Okay.
Essentially.
That's what just happened.
All right. Can I pull him out? Or would it be too difficult to try to actually pull him out of the maw of this thing?
He's pretty far in this thing right now. He's deep.
Okay.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. All right.
So deep.
Like so deep.
My gosh.
Okay, I'm going to cast Bless on myself, Aelion, and Berwyn. And then going to cast Tyr's Longsword to attack this thing in front of us.
All right, 23 hits.
Because I do not want to even get close to this thing. So 7 force damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to say it's right over here to the northeast
next
of it. Yep.
Got it.
And that is going to be my turn.
All right, so as Markiner once again shouts a prayer out, you all feel, or the people he picked are somewhat empowered, and then a large longsword swipes out and attacks this creature, dealing good damage to it, striking it across the side, but it's still wailing around, not even paying attention to it. It has one goal, and that goal is swallowing Aelion. Kaylin.
Can't hear you, Caleb.
Muted, sorry. Sorry, I was sneezing a minute ago and forgot to unmute. Can I see any part of Aelion at all that I could?
You can see his boots.
Could I reach them?
No.
Okay. Makes a difference. Okay, and is it direct sunlight or is there that is not direct sunlight?
Do what now?
Is the conditions outside direct sunlight or is there like overhanging?
The forest is pretty thick, so you're kind of obscured from direct sunlight if you keep to the brush and not out in the middle of clearings.
Kind of where I am then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Eldritch Blast.
Oh, shit. Yep. First one hits. Second one does not.
That is not what that's supposed to be, but okay.
Yeah, so 15 damage.
Well, it's should be 15.
Max damage.
15,
So yeah,
yeah.
15.
Oh my god, 2 ones.
Yeah, that was silly. All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. So Kaylin raises her hands and fires off 2 force energy blasts. One goes wide of this creature as it's kind of moving about, but the other one hits it right dead center, much like the lightning bolt did to the other one, dealing a good chunk of damage to it. But it is still standing and trying to eat Aelion. Speaking of,
You get bless, so 1d4 on your saving throw, by the way.
there's no saving throw.
Oh.
As the now familiar acid begins to touch your skin, you take 16 acid damage.
Can I still take reactions? Like, could I do that? Or I guess this is my turn, isn't it?
You're restrained, so you're not going to be able to do the.
It's
component
just
of
a
that.
somatic. Oh
can do
yes,
it.
yeah, he
Right.
couldn't.
Yeah, I can't move mine. Do whatever. Okay.
So, yeah, you are being eaten right now. You are in a very bad situation.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, he is.
All right, Berwyn. He is sliding down the throat right now. Ah, damn it.
How
How?
how is this thing looking?
It's seen better days.
Can't do that. Got it. Burn it.
Does it roll? Does it pass?
Lightning bolt. Oh, DC 15 deck save.
Yep.
It rolled a 12. It does not.
19 damage.
Hmm.
Alrighty.
That's
Anything
it.
else? All right. It's been hit twice, right?
Yes.
Well, I hit it.
Yeah, it was hit by spiritual.
Aelin
blade.
hit it.
Oh wait, yeah.
Taking like what, 31 damage, 30, no, 33, 40 damage, I think. I hit it for 15,
It's-
7,
it
and
was
I hit
another
it for
120.
7.
Give me 1 second. Let me calculate damage.
Ready.
15, 7, and 19, so that's 34, 41, yeah.
Okay, good. Alrighty. So as the second attack, this lightning bolt comes down from. Is it a straight line attack, like from your
Yeah,
fingertips?
It's from the wand.
Oh, from the one. Oh, okay. I don't remember there being
Let me
a
see
deck
if
save
I
on the
can
other one.
fix my mute
Yeah, there
button
was.
here.
There was.
Rolled
You rolled like a
Oh, a
10
12.
or something.
Yeah. You right. All right. So as the wand sends out another charge of electricity, it hits home right into the stomach of this thing, dealing massive damage. It's beginning to squirt
think I
out
fixed
fluid all over the place. Still
I fixed
attempting to devour Aelion, though.
Jeez.
It is barely standing. Markinor.
All right. I'm going to. 1 second. Let me find what I want to do.
Kill
here.
it.
I'm working on it. So I'm going to say a bit of a prayer to Tyr and grab onto the my spellcasting focus, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Aelion at level 2.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, oh no, not that one. This one. So a 12 to hit
12 hits.
for 11 damage.
Nice. So Aelion is recuperating on the inside, but it's just in time that your longsword comes flying around and slashes through the neck right above Aelion's head, and he falls out of the mouth and back onto the ground as this creature dies.
Well, that was a little closer than I would like. You okay, Aelion?
Not really. It says, and he's like crawling on the ground, just getting away from it.
You don't look too good there, buddy.
I reach in my pack and grab a potion of healing and hand it over to him to kind of help mend his wounds.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You also heal an additional 10 from me.
Nice.
When the druid becomes the healer.
I don't know what you're talking about. I helped y'all.
Also, that first plant monster had no chance.
No, it did not.
Really did not.
That was pretty bad.
That was so many 5s on that one too. It was ridiculous.
One-shotting the damn creature in at 45 health, and it did like 49 damage. I was like, well, it's dead.
Never
Wait,
mind.
how much?
It had 45 health.
Oh.
It wasn't a pushover, but it wasn't supposed to be super tanky because it has a really OP ability.
I mean,
Yeah, it just eats
That-
people.
I cast it
That's-
at a 6th level, so that's a 6th level spell.
And I look to both Berwyn and Aelion and say, now just remember, this was your idea.
What was?
Coming in
I
here.
don't want to pick anymore.
All right. Well, everybody, Aelion decides which way to go. We're gonna take a quick 5-minute break.
All right, that
Okay.
sounds good.
Does I need
Yep,
to pee?
yep,
Be right
yep.
back.
All right, so 5-minute break. I will be back, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll continue and see where we end up here. See you guys very soon.
Hello.
All right, so
I'm here as well.
I think we're all here. Get back into our game here. See what we got. I am kind of doing a little of everything. Doing some damage, doing some healing, playing a tank. Kind of fun. Kind of glad that I made the choices I did with my character.
Why?
I'm enjoying being able to tank things and then help heal and play like a support role.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I like being a little tanky and being able to take a bunch of hits and help myself if I need to.
Yep.
You
It's-
took some beefy ass hits, that's for
Yes,
sure.
I did.
Having a healing spell is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I use it for post-battle patching.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll definitely see me healing myself in the future.
Healing. Psh.
Let
You
me
just
just
kill
ta-
the life out of people.
Yeah.
All right, everybody back? Everybody ready?
I think so.
Yep.
I do believe so.
Alrighty, so after taking out these two plant creatures that tried to eat Aelion, you have a path directly off to your east, as well as the one to the north.
So here and then the one way back up. Here.
No, up here.
Oh. So there's 3
So bless will
ways
fall off
we
here
go,
in a
really.
second.
Yes.
Okay. Aelion.
I'm not picking anymore.
Okay, we'll go right here.
All right, so the forest paths converge into very narrow passageways, causing you to proceed in a single file line. It seems like only game trails exist here, and no natural clearings can be seen. As you move further in, the sounds of the wildlife move all around you, but nothing specific seems to catch your eye. Markinor, roll me a 1d20.
Meh.
Okay. Continue as you will.
Oh, Berwin, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Which way you think, Markinor?
Markinor starts heading off to the east.
I was fine going first. It didn't bother me. Yep.
Do we hear anything like, you said we heard the sound of animals earlier as we started coming towards this area. Is that pretty much the same now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like
Okay.
wildlife, birds you hear in the distance or around you, up in the trees above you. You hear some animals kind of skittering around. You'd imagine they'd be like rabbits or squirrels, things of that
Right.
nature.
Okay.
As you keep progressing forward, Aelion, roll me a 1d20.
Everyone just roll 1d.
Well, everybody freeze.
Thanks, Aelion.
Okay, Sif.
What did you do, Aelion?
Let's see. Aelion, also roll me a 1d4.
Oh.
Roll a 1.
Roll
Roll a 1. No.
Oh,
Shit.
/roll1. That's it. See, it works.
Or
Marketer, as you're moving forward, you notice the sounds of rustling leaves and such around you begin to grow louder, and suddenly 3 groups of very oddly colored snakes appear around you. Roll for initiative.
groups or
3 groups or 3
Mhm.
snakes.
3 groups of snakes.
or using.
Y'all motherfuckers gonna make me use every spell slot tonight.
There's another nat 1 initiative.
Hey, that
I'm really
was
good
good.
at that, guys. I'm really good at rolling nat 1s.
But that 124.
You and your stupid advantage initiative.
God, 24 on the net fail.
Swarm
it's
of poisonous
not-
snakes.
It's not hiding. Damn it. I was so happy about these 2. Oh, well.
This is gonna suck.
You were trying to hide their initiative roll?
I always whisper rolls with my NPCs.
Oh. Well, I do too, but not on initiative. Actually, yeah, it's
I mean, it goes in the turn
whispers them
order.
too, I think. Yeah, it would still go in
The
the
only,
turn order, though.
I mean, the only thing you're really getting out of that is the
Their
name of the
initiative roll.
creature.
Yeah. Yep.
Because you know their initiative anyway.
Yeah.
Because of turn order. So, alrighty. So, as Markinor is surrounded by these, Aelion, you're the first to see them and react.
I can just kind of say hello to these snakes and snake. I guess I can speak snakes.
You
Snakes.
I don't understand what he's saying,
What?
guys.
He's something snakes.
Sorry,
He
I
sleeps with
guess
snakes.
this mic is starting
I
to
don't know.
break out. No, I learned how to speak snake language in the last dungeon.
Yeah, you learn how
Slytherin?
to speak snake people.
Snake people.
These are snake people.
I think there is a difference, Aelion.
Well, I can speak to both. There's like you on team snakes or down snakes. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. 'Cause-
I don't think these are 1T snakes, though.
Oh, all
Jeez.
the first
Bless would have rolled off, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez,
ignore
but
all of that.
still, regardless of bless.
Those are pretty
Ridiculous.
nice, yeah.
All of those rolls hit.
Okay. Well, that's...
I'd honestly be scared if none of them hit. I think we would just straight run away.
Oh, well, I guess.
Who says we're not running away anyway?
Right.
They're snakes.
They're snakes.
Scared of
That's
snacks.
all 4 of them.
Maybe I have a thing about snakes, okay?
I
Giggity.
have a snake.
That's what
I keep
she
one.
said?
Mark trousers.
God.
Markin has a thing for snakes.
This.
The session name for tonight just needs to be phrasing.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be our. That's gonna be the name of our session next week. Guarantee you.
How much damage was that, Aelion?
11, 22, 34.
34, huh? Okay.
Ayla don't like snakes.
Not poisonous ones.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So as Aelion just apparently hates snakes, comes up and unleashes a blender on these things and just wipes through. I mean, there's a lot of snakes in these groups, and he cuts through like 5 to 10 of them, just chopping them in half, stabbing them, killing them off. But they are still standing and still swarming. These ones near Markinor are going to lunge at him.
Which one's near Mark? And
The one to the northwest.
That's only Markin can see.
To the northwest, the ones attack you. Does a 22 hit?
Just barely, but yes.
All right. Give me a con saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Ignore bless.
Okay, 23, nice. All right, so as these snakes bite into you, you get 5 piercing damage as several of them bite into your skin. You feel like a burning sensation from the wounds as it seems some kind of toxin enters into your skin and bloodstream, and you take 8 poison damage as well.
Oh.
And Markinor, there was the ones to the northwest that just attacked you, just so you know.
Oh yeah, let's do this.
This is the thing again.
This is the thing. All 3 of them.
All 3 of them. 1, 8, 1, and 15. So 1 saved. The one to your northeast saved.
Okay, 15 for the ones that didn't save, and what would that be? 7 for the one that didn't, or the one that did save.
Yarp.
Yarp. And what do I want to do? Do I want to do anything else? Yep, I'm gonna just cast Shield of Faith on myself because
Can you?
21 hits. Oh yeah, I can. It's a bonus action. I can cast it on myself
but
as long as I can
isn't-
touch myself.
No, you just
Spirit
cast
Guardian's
another
cons.
concentration? Or the Spirit Guardian's con?
Oh, you're right. Let me look. Yes, Spirit Guardian is this con, so
Yeah.
no Shield of Faith.
All right. I should have just dropped
Damn
your,
it.
your guardians, but I won't do it because I'm a kind god.
Then instead I will cast Sanctuary on Aelion.
Alrighty, got it. So Markinor summons his protectors once again now that he's in the thick of things, and is able to buffet all 3 creatures, only dealing a little bit of damage to the northeast ones, but they are not happy about it, so they're going to lunge at Markinor once again. Jesus, a 23?
23 hits. They also take they need
wisdom.
a wisdom save.
3.
16 damage. And that's at the start of their turn, so
Okay,
if they
they're
drop,
still standing,
yeah,
so
okay.
they're still going to get their attack off. So
Yep.
23 hits. Neither that are con saving throw, please. As this poison begins to seep into your skin, but you're able to fight off the effects of the poison, only taking 5 piercing and 8 poison damage.
Cool.
Alrighty, Kaylin.
This is a thing.
Since I can only see the ones down at the bottom, I'm gonna try and smack them a couple times with Eldritch Blast. 18 and 23.
Oh yeah, both hit.
So 16 total damage.
Oh yeah, so you dig in, hit both of these, the swarm that didn't seem to have a lot of snakes left into it, and as your attacks hit, the rest of them, any that didn't die from your attacks, disperse off into the forest.
Stupid snakes.
Anything else?
Nope.
That one's dead. Berwin with your 3 initiative.
Yeah.
Like to come right here.
Phrasing.
Wow.
And now the DM's got into it. That's great.
Damn it.
Oh god. Go and just, you know what to do.
Okay.
That's
Don't
a
roll
thing.
100.
If you fucking hit me, Berwin, I swear to God. I am so tired of being hit by everything today.
This is a new
Phrasing?
feeling for me.
Do you not realize this doesn't happen? This is not okay.
Never. This never happens. All right, 62. Berwin, as you attempt to cast this flame out, the spell dies out halfway through your cast because your arm cramps up. You will be unable to perform somatic components to cast spells until the end of your next turn.
Great. Okay.
Yay.
Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Aelion.
Okay, well that worked so last time. I'll move up here. And slash away.
All
Dagger,
three
dagger,
hit.
dagger.
$17.
All right, so as Aelion flies forward and commences the blending once again, slashes through a few of the snakes. They're looking about half of them are about gone now. A little bit under half of them are gone, but they are still swarming around. And since they've got a new target, they're going to target you, Aelion, after they make a wisdom saving throw. 18.
So 7 damage.
Okay, they're still barely standing.
And I'm going to use my reaction to protect Aelion.
Okay, so it lunges at you, Aelion. Does a 17 hit?
Nope.
Nice. All right, so it goes up, and you're able to kind of sidestep around and cut away any snakes that get too close to you, and they do not make contact. Markinor.
All right. Since I'm kind of in the thick of things, gonna go ahead and swing the Warhammer at the northwest one.
Mm-hmm.
With a channel divinity, so plus
Okay.
10 to 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 hits.
13 damage. And then War Priest. Oh, I'll go ahead and hit the other one then.
Okay.
12 to hit.
12 unfortunately misses.
Okay. Yeah, and then it's going to be that one's turn, so Spirit Guardians at the start of its turn.
All right, so Markinor swings his hammer down and crushes the heads of the few of the snakes that are remaining, and the other ones scatter away from the threat. This other one rolls on that one on his save.
Awesome. So 12 damage.
Oh god. Okay, there's like 2 snakes left, but they're gonna launch themselves at Markinor. That's a 22 hit. Holy
Son
shit.
of a bitch. Yes, they hit. Can I kick them now? Just like kick them in the
I'm
head?
not making this shit up. Oh my god. All right, con saving throw. They have not rolled under a 16.
21.
Yeah, you're able to save against the poison once again and take a whole 1 piercing damage.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll deal with 1. Bastard.
1 piercing damage and 5 poison damage. Sorry.
Oh.
You still take damage from it. Just half as much. Kaylin.
Hey, look, more snakes.
There's like
Move
4 of them.
forward. Yeah. There's like 4.
There are 4 that could be dead.
Screw it. Eldritch Blast on them. 15 and 27.
It's.
Both?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, that's
It
max damage on the
Yeah, I
first
mean,
one.
they're dead. They had 1 HP.
They
They're
did.
dead.
Dang, I should have gone for the Vicious Mockery then.
You just locked snakes to death. Oh, God. How do you even RP that?
I have no clue. That's why I didn't do it.
How do I insult snakes? Okay.
I'm gonna turn you into snake oil. Wait.
Hell no. I got me a new pair of boots.
No, you just walk over to the snake and look down at it and be like, I've seen bigger.
That also.
Wow.
We're not phrasing. We're not doing this.
Keep doing this.
You did this to me. All right, so you have been ambushed by a bunch of snakes and you were able to fight them off. The path continues to the northwest, northeast, and east. Where would you like to do? Or where would you like to go, rather?
Gonna continue to the east.
Oh, I can't get over those rolls.
Dude, every fucking one of them. Potion of healing's 1d4 plus 4, right?
Yes.
I'm just creating a thing on my character sheet for it.
Alrighty, as you move into this area to the east, Kaylin, roll me a 1d20. Well, freeze. I need a 1d4 from you as well.
/R space 1.
Nope. 2.
Yeah, close enough. And this is
Alright.
the spell slot I would use to cast Divine Smite if I had any.
All right, as you move forward, getting up to the east, moving through another pathway, you see a passage on the other side. Markinor, as you poke your head through to look around, though, you're met by the face of what appears to be a giant owl until you see beyond it that it has the body of a bear.
Here.
And behind you, rushing through the forest, Berwin, you see another one appear behind you. Roll for initiative.
Man, bear, pig.
Hey, double-digit initiative for the first time today.
Hey. I rolled double-digit initiative, except for the first one, all night. Kinda nice.
Did they really just roll the same thing?
I hope so.
Yeah. I hope so too, because damn. Wow, they did.
Wow, with decimals too.
Mhm.
That's impressive.
The decimals are just their dex.
Oh, this is true.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so these two creatures come running out. Berwin, you are able to see the one behind you and react.
Okay, I'm gonna move this over here and this over here so you guys can see what's going on. There we go.
Berwin?
Dadgummit.
Hey, that'll work.
Poison spray. Go.
Con save? Okay.
Yeah.
14.
10 poison damage.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. So as Berwin sees this owl bearish kind of creature rushing towards him, he immediately sprays it in the face with poison, and it kind of reels back and lets out a hooting scream as it gets hit in the face by that. Markinor.
All right.
Screech owl. Are they screeching owl bears?
So for yeah. So for my action, I'm gonna cast Bless again. Aelion, myself, and Berwin, and then my bonus. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out the longsword to attack the one directly in front of me.
23 hits.
It's gonna be positioned between me and the owlbear, even though it won't make a difference.
Okay.
Because technically the owlbear can pass through it. 5 force damage.
Okay.
And yes, that's gonna be my turn.
Alrighty, so you summon this long blade after saying a prayer to Tyr for yourself and your allies, and it hits it across, slashing it for a little bit of damage. Aelion.
Let's see. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up close to it. Go to town.
Initiate the blender. Everything hits.
Okay, sweet. And 4. So let's see. That's 10, 20, 30, 42.
42.
10, 20, 30. Yeah.
Sorry.
Ouch.
Wow.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. So Aelion rushes in and just starts whirlwinding around, spinning in a circle and just slash, 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 poke, and does massive damage. It actually almost cuts a leg off of this creature. It is barely standing. Kaylin.
All right, I'm gonna move. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna move.
Not gonna move. Just stay
And
still.
on the one that Aelion just completely just blundered, I'm gonna try and toll the dead. DC 16 Wisdom save.
4.
Take your 8 necrotic.
So as this bell rings in the distance, the owlbear screeches in pain and succumbs to its wounds.
That's in that case, I am gonna move just kind of back over to where behind Berwyn.
Over its dead body.
Oh yeah,
You now have blood all over your boots.
that's fine. That's nothing new.
Can
All right.
can I hide on the other side of it and get half cover?
No. Don't do this to me. All right, this one in front of Markinor is going to charge forward, just knocking the brush that's in front of him away, and is going to attack you with its beak and its claws. That's a 22 hit. And a 24, holy shit!
You know the answer to both of those.
Oh, okay. It wasn't too bad. Both rolled net 1s and 2s on damage. Okay, so a beak comes flying in and pecks you for 7 piercing damage, and then the claw comes in and rends you for 8 slashing damage, for a total of 15.
That's a thing.
17 and a 15. Jesus. Berwyn.
You're muted.
Yes, I am. That's a thing.
That's a thing. This is now a thing.
I am going to step right beside you and where is it? Where is it? Oh, that's better. DC 16 con save.
Rolled a 9.
15 poison damage. And that's my turn.
All right, so you run up and extend your hand out and spray another batch of poison right into this owlbear's face, and it screeches in pain as it takes 15 or poison damage, rather. Markinor.
Yeah. Cough, cough. Cure wounds on myself.
What? You can cast Cure Wounds?
You will never be healed ever
Wrecked.
again.
Wrecked. I don't need your healing.
He says as he's died multiple times in our adventures so far.
Hey! Hey! You're right. You're right.
You're right. And the long sword will attack. Holy shit.
26 hits or 30 hits.
For another 7 force damage.
Spirit Sword isn't concentration. Bless isn't concentration.
Bless is con, but the long sword is not.
Okay. Give me 2 con saves real quick.
Oh shit. Uh,
Yeah, you're good. All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, but either way, your attack was going to definitely hit for 7.
And that'll be my turn.
All right, sword comes in and slashes. Aelion.
I'll move my hunter's mark. And more or less the same.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Is
Both
that
hit.
4 crits tonight?
4 or 5, yeah.
At least. It's
7.
awesome. Everybody's just hitting for ungodly amount.
Including the
Yeah,
NPCs.
the NPCs are as well. How much?
32 with 36.
That's so stupid. How are you hitting for so much?
It's the crit.
So
2
yeah.
attacks.
Give me some flavor on this one.
Okay, so the first strike kind of comes down and catches it across the face, and then the second shot goes straight through its neck and just rips out the top. And it's not a full decapitation, just kind of half.
So its head is barely hanging on as it falls to the ground, just kind of gushing blood everywhere. It is dead.
Peace.
Yay, you made it to the random encounter section.
Now planned encounters. You're dead.
Yeah.
Rocks fall, everyone dies. Just
Do we hear the sound of anything else in the forest now?
Give me a perception check. You still hear, it seemed like when you were fighting and all the rage of combat was going on, it seemed like the constant drone of animals and birds and such like that all around you kind of died down a bit. But as the combat kind of winds down, you hear it kind of pick up again. But it's still just very small creatures, things that you would expect to find in a forest that you're hearing around you now.
Would it be possible for us to rest here?
What for?
Just because you didn't do anything doesn't mean the rest of the party
Wow. Wow.
The dissension in the party is real.
didn't.
Wow.
harsh, man.
Just because I don't have OP AoE spells that just do damage.
Says the guy that can cast Moonbeam
Mhm.
and has a wand of lightning bolt. I mean,
It
you
came in
can,
handy against that one thing. That's for damn sure.
mechanically, you can try to rest if you want to. You've been
I
attacked
can-
several times in here, so
Can I stay on a vigilant watch and not rest? While they rest?
if you want to, yeah.
I don't need to rest for anything right now, so I could stay on vigilant watch while they rested.
I wouldn't turn down a short rest, but I don't need a long rest, really.
If we go in to the next fight, I'm literally going in with cantrips.
Is it? I don't care if we take a full 4 hours, so I'll stay on vigilant watch the whole time. Like I said, that doesn't.
Okay.
We could try and take 4 hours.
Wake me if you if anything makes you uncomfortable. You
Like
know
he
what I
said,
mean.
wake him if anything makes you uncomfortable.
That's awesome.
If we do, though, will we be encountering the same things?
Maybe.
That's. I don't want to lose progress where we're at.
Oh.
I don't think the treants and the awoken
Yeah,
necessarily
Yeah.
come back.
the random encounters that we'd have to
But
worry.
yeah, the random encounters are a thing, possibly. I mean, we're always going to potentially run into animals if we
See,
backtrack,
this is
so.
where having a bard would be, or a wizard. With a tiny hut spell.
I'm working on it.
Alright, so. Is that what we're going to do? Do the 4-hour thing here?
That's what it sounds like.
Instead of trying to track back? Okay. That's what we'll do then.
Do I got
All
to-
right. Roll me 4 1d20s. Kaylin.
Come on.
Gonna roll first hour. 5.
Nothing happens.
$19.
No. Nothing happens.
$16.
Nothing happens.
$8.
Lucky son of a bitch. Nothing happens.
Oh my gosh.
You will all, except for Kaylin, be able to accomplish a long rest with no obstructions.
Yes. So what time would that make it now?
It's past noon now. It's into the afternoon.
Hope you guys enjoyed your trance.
Little stiff, but not too bad.
Phrasing.
Well, he's always stiff, so there's nothing new there.
I pull out a dog hair from my mouth.
Oh, that looks so nice and pretty. All those numbers. Those big glorious spell slots.
All the things that you
Oh yeah,
The things
those came
that I
back.
use to keep everybody alive, including myself.
mostly yourself.
You're also welcome for the spell slots I used on and Aeon.
That was
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just gonna absorb all the damage for you so you can live.
You failed at that, by the way. I got hit with a rock in the face.
Wasn't for
Or-
trying.
Entire body, not just the face.
Maybe you should learn how to dodge out of the way of rocks that are flying at you.
Hey, maybe I did the second time.
He learned.
After I hit it with the warhammer.
So do we want to move on, or do you guys want
Yes,
to pursue
yes.
more?
Yes, let's please leave these slightly decaying owl bear corpses behind us.
And I'm gonna assume there's nothing on the corpses of these owlbears.
No, there's some
Yeah.
flesh there if you really want to dig in, but no, there's nothing else.
Owl bear snakes?
Don't worry. I thought about during the trance asking you Havoc if I could put them in the if I could cut the owlbears open and put each of them inside, just like they were Luke and a Tauntaun.
I want some feathers.
Of course, you want some feathers.
You can get some feathers off the dead forest creatures
I'll take a couple as well.
that you helped slay, Mr. Druid.
Helped in air quotes.
Wow. 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 Okay, I see how it is.
this is now a thing, just so you know.
Yeah, my 25 points of damage. Yep.
You only did 25 points of damage, and then all of these encounters? Holy shit.
Against the owl bears. You forgot I absolutely nearly saved Aelion in one shot.
Nearly.
He's
Except
like-
for the fact that there was a second one right
He's
next to it.
he's like justifying this now. It's awesome.
I love the wording. Absolutely, nearly saved Alien. I tried. Damn it.
I did what I could. Leave
The
me
attempt was
alone.
made.
God damn it.
I'm sorry that there was a second one right there.
Oh my shit.
Okay, I'm gonna continue.
Okay, please.
Overkill.
Oh, great. One more goes to a pond.
I'm gonna walk around the pond.
You're in the pond.
All
around
right.
the pond.
Oh, I
You're
stepped
in
on
the
that.
pond.
So as you move in here, this clearing is very tranquil, with small animals darting about amongst the brush. A
What's that?
lazily flowing pond sits to the southeast side, though the occasional jerk of the water seems to indicate something below the surface. Though the area seems to dead end into thick brush and trees, 3 empty basins sit in a line to the north. A scrap of paper with writing on it hangs pinned by a dagger on the tree in the center of the area.
Ooh, what's it say?
It says as you pull it off and read it, "In nature, as in life, all things work in harmony. Soil begets life, but not before fire destroys and fertilizes the land. After soil is seeded, water promotes the life within. Those who understand balance and the harmony within shall go far, but take heed. Those who don't respect nature will feel her wrath." Signed, Vidania Tinueth. And it is at that point that we are going to end the session for the night.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hmm.
So you have a week to chew on that one.
Well, I know there's burning involved. So Berwin's happy.
Wow. You're right, though.
He's not wrong.
You're right, though. Cool. All right, gonna end the stream. All right.
Okay.
So, yeah. Let's zoom in here. Thank you guys for tuning in to our pretty enjoyable and entertaining session tonight. Do not forget D&D Monday tomorrow, 7:30. And then we are back on Wednesday with Civil War Empire. Other than that, that's been it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate having you here and hope to see you again tomorrow. See ya.